Okay. Now we'll see the git other things means the starting one. So do it this one for just how to clone it. First one is how to clone the git and how to check the files and how to add and how to upload. And I got another question, that is, if git is given to others, so then they will see our code, right? Yes, because git is these repositories I created in a public repositories. I didn't create as a private repository. For example, I want to use it and for my organization purpose or for my purpose only, then I will create a private repository for my organization purpose, no other organization purpose. For example, I want to develop a project. I got some source code, or maybe I started from the scratch. I wanted collaborators. For example, I am started a web application. I done up to some part, or maybe we do engineering projects, right? So like actually engineering project means, if you see engineering project in a down while you are writing project details, you have to write your team members, why these team members are doing what these team members are doing. So each person will do a different type of collaborations or the same type of collaboration, right? Some may be idea of project, some are developing related to the project one, some are testing it, some are deploying it, like that. So each member should be collaborated to do a certain project or a task or a particular application development, right? So how to do it? So I'm in a I created my code is with me and your code is with you and other person code is somewhere, like, so how this tester will take all the things to test it, how to build it, how to deploy it, to make it as a package, application package, right? We are installing application, but it is packed different codes into one, and we are installing that one, right? So different codes are there, different structures are there, different connections between these codes, so everything is separate, so they're packing into one single application only. Okay, so that is application packaging or application repackaging, means already package is there, you have to repackage in a different mode of installation, like that. Okay. uh, okay, so how to do it? So you have to create central repository and give the information to others who are collaborating it. That is one thing, like people who are working in a private sector or a organization, or only few people will share the information, so only for them till the completion of the product, and will deliver the product to client. That is, you can put it in a private. But some others, like if you see open sources, Linux open source is there. For example, I want to get Linux open code source code of Linux. So anyone can able to take it, then develop it, they can publish it, right? So if I want to give to the public, then I have to create a public repositories. Okay, like that we can able to do it. So we can create private as well as a public also. Okay, in this one also there is a pricing, you can also go for a pricing, we'll see that one. Okay, so first of one is I want to install a browser, Google Chrome browser I'm installing, because already I have a Edge. I can use Edge, but I like Google Chrome browser only. Okay, I double click on it. Yeah, it will take time to install. Meanwhile, two more things I have to do. One is um,
So recording.
I think recording is going on. I'm installing Google Chrome, and also I'm going for a settings, because my PC is a normal what it is. Um, I have to change power options. How to change power options? System, because it's keep on going to that sleeping mode, paused mode. So it is taking time for wake up also. Okay, you can go to additional power mode, or you can put it in a sleep mode as never sleep. Display off, okay, no problem. Like 15 20 minutes is okay, no problem. Or don't display off for the next 1 hour, okay, and don't sleep. So I change it directly instead of going to additional power options. It's downloading because I downloaded earlier Google Chrome application from Google um, from system internet, that is online installer. It's a small package. It will download remaining things and install it. And updates. Problem with updates is also there. So I also go to that settings. First of all, when you are going to disable the setting updates from service management, go to update and security. Okay, so you are up to date. Last check is today, like this. So no updates are available. No, it is not going any updates. Okay, otherwise check for updates. Let any update is there, go for it. And or you can pause update for 7 days. No, next 7 days it won't get updated. Like that also you can do it. You can go to advanced options. You can pause it also, it is okay now. So it is going on, off is there. So receive updates from Microsoft when you updated like something, update notifications, selected date, pause updates up to selected days, optimization, delivery optimization. So even you want, don't want, like you can pause it. Better I will do pausing because I need a 7 days is enough. Okay, so it is not pausing. He said to visit advanced option to change the pause period also. Okay, this is waste one. Let it install. I'm going to services. Guys, everybody went to that questions we shared. Go through the questions at least today. Again, once again, so go through all the questions. So uh, based on the topic coverage, also just discuss the questions. Okay, any doubts also we can, I will here to explain it because we have a hardly 3 to 4 days only. Mhm. Chrome is installed, but it is taking time in the background. How much time it will take to open things? Means this is also not working. Refresh. I think you understand this one. Update, commit, push. More I will do it. So one more, just one or two practicals are there. So we'll see. Yeah, Google Chrome is opening backside. This is personal only. So this is not exactly belongs to you to do it. Okay. But anyway, it is there. I'm going for it. So I'm disabling Windows Update currently. If you are in physical machine, you should not uh, disable the updates because I'm using virtual machine. First of all, I have to stop it. Then make sure that it is disabled and it is stopped and disabled. Apply OK. So it won't update. And last time we got a problem with updates. Means I think this is updating will slow down your PC also sometimes. Okay, so finally it I have opened. So here I'm going to GitHub. First I will show you how to create, but I'm not creating anything because I already have github.com. Instead of using a Git servers, the Git servers also available, offline servers, organization based servers also there, but we don't have that one, and we can use the GitHub anyway. It is a free, and internet connection is also there. Okay, so I'm in my virtual machine, so I put a full screen mode so then you can see. So this is a our GitHub. Okay, so you can go to the pricing first. It is giving all the details. What is that? How many people are subscribed? How many companies are using like that? I thought it is very speed. Now it is become very slow. Pricing plans. Why we should go to pricing and plans? It's because we should know what is the limitation of free users. This is the free users. So you need to pay anything in a free users. Team and enterprise wise. Like your organization is using GitHub, if it is what want to use it, then go for enterprise. This is for a small team, and also there is a $4 per user month. Like how many users are there working? So four users. Oh, sorry. So multiple users. So then per user $4 you have to pay per month. This is 21 per month. So but the difference is there. Ultimate, public, and private repository. Private repositories are ultimate also. 2000 action minutes per month. So per month, public free for public repositories, but if you are using private repositories, maximum 2000 commitments, 2000 times accessing thing is there per month. Okay, 500 MB for package storage. So you will get a private repository, 500 MB is there. Okay, public repository free. Community support, that's it. You won't get a support from GitHub people. Okay, zero per month, join for a free. But you will get go to other things, you will get a different thing. Code banner shape, required view reviewers, pages and wikis, 2 GB package storages, web based support, token secret, code scanning. Okay, you can put it. Okay, next, comparing all futures, you can compare it. So join for a free, you can go for join for a free, or you can go to sign up also. No problem. So just go to the sign up. Just give your username, email ID, any email, Gmail or any mail you can give. Just some username. So what username? Like I given Vedic CTS, same thing, and I give an email ID, password, and then you should verify the puzzle kind of stuff, or you will get a referral code. That one, guys. When you log in, so I'm going to sign in. So I done already create an account. I am signing in. You can use your username, or I already log into different PC. Already log into different PC earlier. Last batch I log in. Okay, so in a different PC. Now I am logging here. So what it will do? It will verify your account. That's why I said don't try to log in to my account. So I can give Gmail account, or I can just name account also. So I'm giving password. Okay, I given password correctly. Sign in. Now it is asking for a verify the device, and verification of device is going to my mail account only. Okay, don't save this one. Mm. How to log into my Gmail account? See? So, current mail account is this one. So go to Gmail. I have to log out from my current Gmail account, and I have to log in. Yeah, this one. So this is verify your device. So if you log into, if you know the already my password of my GitHub. So if you are trying login compulsory, it is throwing this error. Better not to do it. Don't go with multiple things. It's a only one time login to one device only. At a time, one device only it will login. So here it is. Introducing yourself, like you can put your interest. The interface is little bit change it. This is dark mode settings. These are all my repositories. These are all my repositories. Okay. So I log in successful. Mm, I can go to any repository. So I created a ITS1 2021 repository and I uploaded some of them. Okay. Okay. Only few people are committed. We'll see that. Next one. So I log in successful. I have some repositories are there. So when you log in first time, you will get a empty console. You'll get a empty console. So it is verified email account. That verification is done. For our practical, for our batch, we are going to create a new repository. How to create a new repository? This is new repository. So you can see the plus mark, new repository, import repository, new gist, new organization, new project. Like you want to start a project thing, you can go for new project wise also. If you click on new project, so it is project board name, description, and template. So which template you want it in a project purpose, public or a private, like this you can create. Okay. So you can create a projects or you can create a new repository. Okay, gone. It is the repository name I'm here giving ITIS 2 2021. Hyphen is there. I give an hyphen. Don't give spaces. Give hyphen or something like different way. ITS2 is okay because like this. And I put it in a public repository. Public means you can access, I can access, or anybody can able to access. Private means I have to choose the people. I have to choose the people who can able to access. Okay. Description you can give like a description CTS to CTS, ITIS, CTS B2 2021. Any description. If you don't want it, you need to give also. Okay. If you want to add any files like licensing kind of stuff, I, git ignore which files not to track from the list of templates. Okay, just reading me file. Like if you want to add these things, I'm not adding anything. Just I given a repository name, some description. If you want, we can give. Otherwise, if you don't give, also not at a problem. It's completely optional. I'm giving in a public only. If you want, you can put it in a private. So private repository is not visible to everyone, not access to everyone also. Okay, public is anyone can internet can see. Okay, so creating repository. Now this is my git link. This is my git link, and I can access with HTTPS or SSH also, or SSH also. This is git link with SSH protocol. This is HTTPS protocol. Okay, so both are links on anything you can use it. Next, sign up in desktop. Sign up in desktop. So like it is showing, like it will git desktop is there. If you put it there, so then directly we can access or get data and all. These are the commands are important for git creations. Okay, so different things are there. So we'll see the commands. So I will keep it in my notepad so then you can see those things. Okay, so like this. This is for creating new and uploading. This is for existing purpose. This is for existing purpose. This is for creating new one. So this is how to do this second part. We'll see. This is for global configuration purpose. This part completely your so see it is one more command is there, that is called git pull. Git pull right here, git pull, and next one is git status. So these two are very important. Next, if you want to go for merging of branches and all, so that is we can go. But this is a very basic commands: git pull, git status, and all these things. We'll see how to do it. Okay, so we'll see how to do it, guys. I don't have any. I don't want to put everything in C drive. So then I will create a new drive. Already I have a only single C drive. So I will put everything in G drive for next practicals also it is better. Shrink volume. It is taking time. First time it is shrinking, right? So that's why it is try to calculate all the how much thing. This is 60 GB hard disk. I'll get at least 20 GB is enough. 10 GB is enough. So 20 GB that much not required. But we'll see what we can able to do. Okay, 30 GB can able to create it. So I do 20480. Okay, 20 GB, 10 GB is enough, but I'm doing 20 GB. Okay, otherwise, if you required more space, then we can add an extra hard disk. So same thing, like so new drive is created. Then this file, now E drive is there. Now here, so my fresh drive, I'm going to create a folder here. Okay, I put a nice name, git project, git projects, all git related projects. I will do it. Separate folder, I will put it for a git pull. Okay, this is a E drive git folder. Normally, if it is a world system, you will get a CMD prompt directly, but this is not getting that one. Okay, if we are getting PowerShell, we can use the PowerShell also, no problem. Okay, so but we are using CMD prompt only. Okay, I'm exit from here. CMD, open a CMD. Okay, first I'm going to E drive and CD git projects. I got it. Okay, it is in full. So we need to see parallelly like that. Okay, that's why I'm keeping. Okay, so I didn't create. I created something in my gate right side. This is my link. Okay, so currently we don't link require this one. We'll do this one first, and then we'll go to upload. So first one, where is my folder? So this is my folder. So I'm going to create a new folder inside. New folder I'm creating. Folder name is ITIS to 2021. This is my folder I'm creating. I'm going inside of this folder. Now again CD ITS2. So this is I'm in a folder currently. Understand? So I'm in this complete location. Okay, so don't do anything. Here I'm going to create a file. The first steps are look like something simple. I created a folder, and again I can create a folder, and I'm creating a file. That's it. I'm creating a file. So like file one, any name you can put it. I put a my file name Latif one, any name, and I put some data here. This is file Latif one, anything. No problem. Just I saved it. This is the file is here. We can create with this one also, but it's okay. Now there is a file, and you can go to view and make sure this is a check mark is there, hidden file items. Only file is there, but if you observe here one by one by seeing this command, what I'm typing, git git init. Uh, the commands may not be um, may not be kind of stuff means case sensitive. So we'll try that one also. First, I have to initiate the git initiating git init. First, git init cannot handle init build, not a handle that one. So no problem. Git init, it is accepting. It means it's a case sensitive. First, we should understand command part is mainly case sensitive, and there is a hidden folder is created. If you see, it is lighter color. It is just git local repository is created. So initially this folder and this data is in working folder, and this is local repository. First local repository. Next git add space dot means I'm adding a data. So I didn't check the status. If you want check, you can check the status also. Status means, so in working directory there is a file, but it is not in the git repository. Okay, not in the git repository. Now git add dot, done. Then check the status again. Now file is added but not committed. Commit is not completed. The new commit is not completed, but you can see file is added. Okay. Next git commit hyphen m uh, first commit. You can say anything in quotations. You can say I am committing. I like that. Okay. Now commit is done. It is not asking global variables like username and email id is not asking. If it is asked, you have to give again. Normally once you are given, not required, because already I given that global kind of stuff. This part already I given username and password already given earlier, so it is not asking again. Okay, commitment is completed. Now again check the git status. Okay, so nothing to commit, working tree clean. So nothing, no differences from your local repository, git local repository to working directory, no differences. Now I'm going to this repository, refresh, nothing, no change, only like that only. If you want to go with branch, main branch and all, you can tell the branch name. Otherwise you can do this one. Just I'm copying this one, copy and paste here, because it's almost like first time now problem. So we have a command in line. What happened, this is I copied it, right? Now I copied, paste. Why it is not? You can copy paste it. Otherwise read it once. Otherwise I will type it. First time this is not contain any link here. Just it is local repository only. It is does not know anything about your remote repository, GitHub repository. You don't know. So compulsory we have to use this one, remote add origin. Okay, origin and the link is copyable link only, so it is copy, paste, just right click, it is pasted. Now see, given git remote add, it means it will add this information, it add information to our local repository, it add that link information to local repository. First we have to do that one. Now that is done. Next, git push, git push hyphen u origin main or master, you can say master. Main means main branch, master means master branch, both are same. You can do master or a main, so it is saying main, so you can use main also, no problem. Hyphen u, then I will give master. Okay, it is uploaded, but it will ask a username and password. Last time I given a username and password, so then we can give. First time we will get a confused, but next time it will work directly. So that is I done a cancellation, I given manually username and password, manually I given. Okay, sometimes it will store the username and password in your PC, or sometimes it won't store, depends upon that background working. Okay, now it is done, push is done. After pushing, I'm refresh. Can you see? Here is a file. Here is a file. Okay. Here is a file. Next. Okay. Understand how to do it. So this is it. The first part. Okay. Thunders. Okay, guys. So this is how to create a repository, and how to create a local repository, and then how to add the files and how to commit the files also. Did someone put a question or what? No problem. No problem. This is done. Okay, no problem. Okay. Just I will show you second part. Means what we can able to do it, or everything I will show in one only. So guys, one file is there, right? In a see the differences. Okay, so there is a one file we committed, push it. Okay, if I am lucky, my appliances, both my internet and refrigerator, should not be damaged. That's it. Okay. If internet is damaged, no classes. If my refrigerator damaged, I will leave from this city. I purchase with my own money. Huh? Okay, so here I am putting another file. I put another file. So it is Latif 2. Okay, and I put something inside. Okay, this is Latif 2 file. Save it. Close it. Now again I am going to this command prompt. So I'm in same location. I didn't change my command. If I freshly open a command prompt, then I have to go to that place. Then I put a git. See the next step, guys. I added a new file in my working directory. Okay, and check the git status. Now what happened? There is a file it is showing here. So yeah, what you have to do? Git add dot or dot or one file name. You can give a file name, or you can use a dot also. Then check the git status. Now it is added, showing in a green color. Now git commit -m, okay, second file added. Now git commit is completed. So what are these commands? These are up to local repository part only, local repository part only. But now I want to upload this information into my remote PC. So either you use complete one remote add origin, where to add origin and the link. I copied that link already, so it is there only. Now remote origin already existed. It means this information is already in my local repository, so no need to type again and again. Push -u. You can give origin master, or if you don't give also no problem currently. If you have a branch wise column, then compulsory you have to specify the origin branch we can. Otherwise, by default, one single branch, it will take that branch also. Now I done a git push also. It is not asking username and password. Again, go there, refresh. Okay, we got it. This one. Now up to here, okay. Why? Because of, so see guys, because of I have a folder, I have a local repository, and I created already two files are there. So I added adding a file, uploading the file is okay, no problem up to here. But next level, for example, at your end, at your end, you are also creating from starting. You are also doing, then definitely problem will occur. So how to solve that problem? I will tell. There is a two parts are there. So how to do your end? My end, I created repository. I upload the files into repository and fresh repository. It is a fresh one. Repository is a fresh one. So no problems. Now the repository already having two files. If you do it as a fresher, then it is difficult. If you create a repository fresh, no problem. But if you already existing repository, you have to do as I showed earlier, the cloning and all. Okay, so we'll see that one how to do it.